Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. I want to answer a question in this video that someone asked me a while ago. I forgot to answer it, so forgive me for that, but here's the answer. Why do places get haunted? I'm talking about small villages or a mall. Just small places. Why do places get haunted? Well, one obvious reason why a place can become haunted is because, well, people perform blood sacrifice over there, whether it's with animal sacrifice, whether it's animal sacrifice or human sacrifice. I'm talking about the rituals here, okay? Where they make the animal suffer, they call upon some demon spirits with candles, all that crap. Okay, that's one reason why a place can become haunted, because it has become a paranormal gateway. Now, that can be eliminated, but as long as that gateway is open, you can expect that place to be haunted. But most of the time, when a place becomes haunted, it has nothing to do with pagan rituals directly. When a human community, which is when a collective, is upset, they're enraged, they are emitting a lot of negative energy, a lot of waste energy. And that waste energy builds up like a thick fog. It affects the environment, and after a while it becomes killing energy because it's so heavy. And when this happens, evil spirits can easily enter that place and manifest themselves physically. Yes, I'm talking about physically manifesting themselves. So to prevent this from happening in ancient times, and pagan communities still do this till this day, when people are upset, when a community is upset, they look for someone to transfer that negative tension towards as soon as possible. Why? Because when that negative tension keeps lingering around, it becomes heavier and heavier, and people, let me say like this, people, they'll lose it. People will be triggered suddenly, and bad stuff happens, and that will lead to more emission of negative energy. So it will escalate further and further. So for the community to remain operative and to avoid and minimize accidents, and people snapping and all of that, they transfer the negative energy towards the scapegoat as soon as possible. But when this does not happen, and the people seek no deliverance because they have no intention of repenting, of changing their attitude, that waste energy that became a thick fog, it becomes killing energy, and when people begin to snap, it becomes worse and worse, and after a while the demons are manifest themselves openly, appearing to people and all of that. And when this happens, people leave the place. The collective shatters. People leave it behind. But that heaviness, energetic heaviness, is still there in that building or in that village. And what happens now? All the other people that will now come to that place are drawn into that stronghold, because it has become a stronghold. So when you have a house, for example, that's haunted because it's demonically infested, it's a haunted house. The house cannot be cursed. It's just an object. Okay? The people that hang around there and hold on to negative, they can accurse themselves. So they can become accursed by holding on to the negative. Okay? And the people can be haunted when they are accursed. Or if there's a scapegoat somewhere and they target that individual negative energy, that individual can be haunted. But that individual is not accursed, that individual is just haunted. So understand the difference between accursed and haunted. Well, what do you do when you find out that a building is haunted? As a believer, you remain at ease because you have Holy Spirit. Just be at peace, speak out peace, drive out the darkness from around you in the faith, and be calm. Just be calm. If you are with people that are fearful, then just leave, because those demons can easily access those people and bad stuff will happen. You see that happening in movies, because that's how it happens in real life also when a place is haunted. Most of the time people are fearful, and that's why things escalate. Seldom will you have a group of believers entering a haunted place and they're at ease because the darkness is removed. That seldom happens because people often walk by faith to begin with. Well, okay, I just wanted to point that out to you. The difference between haunted and accursed. There are quite some haunted places out there. And often you're not aware that it's a haunted place. Now, just one example. This is not always the case when this happens, but often it is. When a place is haunted, little by little people will move away from there, but at the same time the authorities will keep the illusions if everything is fine. For example, it can be that you're in a city center and you notice that there are a lot of shops closing, but at the same time you have a lot of let me say that there are festivals being held over there. There are parties. So the parties and the festivals distract people from seeing that a lot of businesses are closing, but you notice it. And then you notice that a lot of people don't even come to the remaining shops anymore. And after that, you realize that the crime rate has increased. Now you see people walking around, stressed out, talk to themselves, losing it. What has happened? The place has become haunted. But the manifestation was masked by the authorities that did not want people to notice that the place became haunted. But eventually the masking wouldn't last for long. So it became obvious as a haunted place. Now, it's important for you as a believer to know these things, but hey, you walk by faith, you operate in victory. Just know, just when you enter a place, always speak out the blessing, always speak out the positive, because you never know. It can be that you are the only one there that's able to drive out that darkness. Okay? Well, and if people in a place don't want you there, if if you don't have to be there, because if you're at your job and people want to drive you away, you can look for another job. If it's your own house, there's a different story. But if you can leave easily, just leave easily, because those people, they're upset, they're negative minded, and they generate a lot of mixed energy. So they are accursing themselves for being negative minded towards you. And even if you leave them alone, they're still negative minded, they still need to deal with that, but they won't. So they are causing another haunting. Don't be part of the haunting. Okay? Agree with Christ and be at peace.